Now, preparations are underway to begin critical testing of NASA spacecraft for the Artemis 2 mission that will send 4 astronauts around the moon. Fuel testing is set to begin today. The fueling phase of pre-launch testing, known as the wet dress rehearsal, was delayed over the weekend because of freezing temperatures at the launch pad located at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Let's talk about all this with Leroy Chiao, who is former commander of the International Space Station. Leroy, always good to talk to you. Exciting times.
Absolutely. This is the first mission that will take astronauts to the vicinity of the moon since 1972, the Apollo 17 mission. And as you pointed out, the wet dress rehearsal is underway. I've seen a little bit of news that they've halted the hydrogen loading on the core stage because of a leak, and they're troubleshooting that, but we'll keep an eye on it.
So tell me a little bit more about what exactly it means, this type of dress rehearsal.
Sure. So basically, they're going through a whole dress rehearsal for the launch. They're going through a whole launch count. The only difference, of course, is there's no crew on board. The astronauts are not on board. They want to make sure that their procedures are crisp. They want to make sure that everything's going to work. And so they're fueling the rocket right now. And as I mentioned, seems to be some kind of a leak in the hydrogen. Not sure if it's on the supply side or on the rocket side. Anyway, they're troubleshooting that. And hopefully that's something they'll get cleared up pretty quickly. And this is to ensure a smooth launch count when they actually do go ahead and prepare to launch the actual mission. So fingers crossed, everything goes well with this test and, of course, for the mission itself.
Absolutely. And what does the mission actually entail? What is the end goal? What would a perfect mission look like?
So this mission, it sounds simple. They're going to launch into what's called a free return orbit around the moon, or they're going to inject themselves into a free return orbit, which means that it's basically going to loop around the moon. The spacecraft is going to loop around the moon and then get slingshotted back towards the Earth and then get recovered in the ocean coming down by parachute. It sounds like it's not a lot to do, but there's, really checking out the spacecraft, the capsule, the systems, the thermal control, the life support systems. They're going to be checking everything out. And by the way, this mission is going to loop farther away from the Earth than any previous mission with astronauts on board. So even farther away than the Apollo 8 mission back when they went and orbited the moon in 1968. So a lot of interesting things happening. The most exciting thing, I think, is that the fact that we are now returning humans again, not yet to the surface, but in the vicinity of the moon.
Why has it been so long since we've tried to do this?
Well, after the Apollo missions, we basically, won the space race, if you will, to get humans to the moon. And the Soviets then kind of shifted their focus to orbital space stations. We went on to develop the space shuttle, and everybody kind of lost, once we had reached the moon several times, everyone kind of put that down for a while. Now there's renewed interest in going beyond low Earth orbit, and so this is the first step towards sending a human mission to Mars, is to go ahead and go and establish a base on the moon, go refine our operations and our hardware. And of course, we're not alone. China's made it no secret. They intend to land their own astronauts on the moon around 2030. Other nations are also interested in the moon, so there's going to be a lot of activity.
There is indeed. Leroy, it's always good to talk to you. Thank you so much for taking the time to explain everything to us so well.
My pleasure. Thank you.